Here we go, going through the same thing. Let me mask up. Hey, yo, what's up? I know it's been a minute. Had to come chop it up with y'all because the battle rap is lit right now. Normally, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't did no battle rap blogs in so long, so I'm going to try to cram all this stuff down at the same time. I'm hearing cats like Hitman retiring, talk about this max out card. I didn't get a chance to speak on the double impact. It's crazy. What else was what I wanted to talk about? First of all, prayers go out to DMX in this situation, in this condition. I just seen a post where somebody said that now all of a sudden with him in his vegetable state, um, they saying he got COVID too. So it's crazy because they said some of his 15 kids came to see him, and if some of his kids came to see him and he had COVID, I'm like, I don't even know if that's true or not, as far as him having COVID or whatnot. But definitely prayers go out to him and his family. Um, he one of the ones, man. It's a tough scenario. I seen K. Shine crying about it, um, and people probably looked at him and was clowning. But at the same time, when you idolize or you look up to a person of that magnitude, you know what I'm saying. When they get hurt, it definitely hurts you. It definitely impacts you anyway. So prayers go out to him. Prayers go out to K. Shine as well, um, through this tough time for real. Regardless if we know DMX or if we don't know DMX. You know what I'm saying? The emotion and just knowing that you had that type of connection with him is a big deal. But let's get into it. We're going to go from front to back. We'll talk about this max out card. I think I'm missing oh, Ill Will. My bad. We're going to talk about that battle first. Ill Will versus A Ward. That was definitely battle. First of all, to me, that RBE card scaled on one. First of all, shout out to ARP for putting a card like that together. Definitely. Definitely gonna give a shout out to the league owner first and foremost before I say anything about the battle rappers who showed up or did not show up, and I'm talking about skill wise. But the league owner, you know what I'm saying, him and his partners and his team, shout out to RB and them for actually creating that with the crowd dang near what 12, 1,500 people in that joint, man. Seemed like it was lit for real. So shout out to y'all for real for putting that event on paper and making that mug look amazing. Um, from where I was looking at it, the sound wasn't the greatest. Even though shout out to Avocado, the sound wasn't the greatest. The footage was, it was okay. Maybe because of how I was looking at it instead of getting it from the VOD. So after I go back and watch it on the VOD, or you know what I'm saying, I'll probably get a better joint from it. So I ain't gonna judge it based off of that. But as far as the battlers, I'm only going. I get an event of four, maybe five. I don't want to know. I'm sorry. I'm giving it too much credit. I'm gonna say a three, maybe a four. I don't think I can give it more than that. A three, maybe a four for sure. Um, and the three and the three, maybe a four, was based off of just A War and Ill Will alone. That battle was battle of the night for sure, and it could be possibly argued as one of the best battles this year. Um, one of the greatest back and forths that we hadn't seen in a long time. They both was on 10. Have a good one, bro. Yeah, they both was on 10. Like I said, they both was on 10. Rebuttal game crazy. I had A Ward winning 2-1, but I watched it again. Then I had Ill Will winning 2-1. So it's a debatable for me. I'm a big fan of both. Both of them is in my top five. So Jerry West, Ill Will, and A War is in my top five. So you can imagine who my last two is in the slot. But anyway, um, yeah, that battle was crazy, man. The rebuttals on it was stupid. Like, nah, I mean, that battle was dope, dope. It was crazy. It was dope. If you didn't see it, you need to get the VOD for sure. You need to see it. It's one of the dopest battles this year so far. Rosenberg Raw versus Show Off. Um, Rosenberg Raw definitely caught the 30 bag on Show Off. Show Off, I don't know if it was because it was that many people. He don't know how to perform in front of that many people or what, but he got 30 and it wasn't good. But the bad part about it is Rosenberg wasn't firing either. Like neither one of them was like at all. I was not impressed by either one of them. Neither one of them. From a scale of 1 to 10 on this battle, I gave this battle a 2. Like there was nothing. The crowd was just. The crowd was. I'm not gonna speak on the crowd. Whatever. The material wise, for both of them, neither one of them was dope. That battle was horrible to me. Um, I'm gonna skip the other one because I was disgusted. Well, not. Well, yeah, I'm gonna skip that battle to talk. I'll talk about it after this one. Clone versus Big K. Big K with the 30, and it was like an easy 32. Clone seemed like he was working very hard to try to beat Big K, but I don't think he looked at Big K's resume. I don't think he knew what he was standing up against until he stood in front of that. Big K is different. Big K is a monster. Shout out to Clone. I think he wrote those rounds in a week, maybe two. So I am not mad at him because it was supposed to be show off. It's supposed to be Serious Jones versus Big K, but you know what I'm saying. We waiting on RB. We waiting for ARP to leak out what really went down with that. He came out with a whole 2 hour and 45 minute blog about it and didn't even answer. He just said he needed to show us some stuff, so he probably got some screenshots and stuff like that, but he didn't even drop them. I don't even really care what happened now. The battle's over and done with, so don't nobody care. But I know from his standpoint, he want to protect his name, and that makes a lot of sense because you don't need nobody dogging your name or your league and throwing them under the bus when it's not a true statement. So definitely, I feel you for rebuttaling what you need to rebuttal. So I'm not mad at that, but I just don't care about Serious Jones and them no more. You know what I'm saying? He's in the ultimate madness joint now, so we'll see him there. But it is what it is. Yeah, Clone got smoked. He got smoked bad. But I mean, shout out to him for actually, you know what I'm saying, showing up and doing what he needed to do at the time he was against the person who he went against. You know what I'm saying? He tried. Can't blame a man for trying. You know what I mean? Old Red versus Jag. Old Red was in my top five. He's always been in my top five. Always been in my top five. People used to hate me when I said Old Red is top five. They'd be like, man, what are you talking about? Old Red is trash. I'm like, man, what are you talking about, bro? Did you see him versus A War? Did you see him versus Miss Hustle? Did you see him versus Av? Did you see him versus Rum Nitty? Did you see him versus Oops? Did you see him versus Daylight? Like Old Red put on the show. Did you see him versus Briz? Like, come on. Did you see him versus Cortez? Did you see him versus K Shine? Like like him versus John John. Let's not act like Old Red don't be doing this thing. He be doing this thing, man. Old Red has always been in my top five. Now he's not in my top five. After that battle versus him and Jag, he's not in my top five no more. I got him losing to Jag. I don't know. I actually got him winning to Jag, but he was talking mad junk, just like the other person we're gonna talk about. And they made the battle too much debatable for me to say that they won. Lyrically, I think he won. If you take the crowd away and if you just listen to what Old Red was saying versus Jag, you can't give Jag the battle. There was none of his bars better than the bars Old Red was saying. There's just a lot of people who don't understand basketball analogy, and they don't understand other ways of how Old Red delivers bars. So from that angle, uh, you can't really say that Old Red won. You would definitely say he lost too, but he definitely didn't lose to me. What up, man? Um, I had him. I had him winning kind of clear, but Jag was talking. Jag was talking. I love Jag's energy. I love his directness. It was dope. It was definitely dope. So 2-1 Old Red. I got it. Old Red said he got a 30. They ain't gonna never let you say that you got a 30, bro. Not on that one. No. You lost your voice, they already took points away from you. You know what I'm saying? And they said Jag was lightweight barking on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree, but it is what it is. But Old Red won that battle, but he didn't win the war. So he won the battle, he lost the war. Jag is still here. So that's why I got Old Red losing. Even though he didn't lose, he lost. My opinion. Um, the last battle, Cassidy versus Hitman. Now this is my thing. When I first heard this thing announced, I called my boy EJ. Shout out to EJ. And if I'm not mistaken, I told him I was like, this would probably be the battle where quiet as it's kept. I'm gonna pick Cassidy because of the fact that when it comes to bars, Hitman ain't got no better bars than no Cassidy. He ain't got no better bars than no Cassidy. Let's keep it real. Even if you don't like Cassidy's bars, you probably don't like his delivery. You probably like his bars. You just don't like his delivery. His delivery is mad draggy, mad slow. It is what it is, though. But you know what I'm saying? Hitman lost to Cassidy. It's crazy to say that Cassidy won the first round. He clearly won the second round. And it's a possibility that he won the third round. I go back and watch it. I keep saying that Hitman won. I think it's because Hitman is a battle rapper and he's supposed to win. But when I go back and look at them, I just don't like Cassidy's delivery. His delivery to his delivery is nowhere like Danny Myers, but I'm not even Danny Myers because I like Danny Myers' delivery a little bit more now. But I don't like Emerson Kennedy's delivery at all. I hate how he I hate it. So I don't even care what he says. I'm just like, bro, you lose every time. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So with that, I don't like Cassidy's delivery. But the fact that Hitman said that Cassidy, after this battle, Cassidy will never get booked again. He'll make sure of it, is what he said. You lost the battle and you lost the war. And now rumor has it is you're talking about retiring. You can't retire. If you retire, it's you giving Cassidy free reign to say, I retired, one of the best battle rappers ever. Me personally, Hitman was never one of the best battle rappers ever to me. I've never seen Hitman 30, nobody. I see he get wins, yeah, but I've never seen him 30, nobody. He said, you'll never book a venue unless they got 1,000 or something like that, or don't hold 1,000, things of that nature. How's it going? Um, um, what else? Like, I don't know. Um, uh, hmm. Um, I don't know, Hitman. I just, I just don't know Hitman. If you got to look at it, just like for example, Verb. Vert retires after getting 30 by hustle. Do you want to leave on that note? You can't just be like, oh, well, I ain't got nothing to prove. Listen, bro, you're a Vert. At least battle another big name one last time and leave on a good note. Don't just get bodied by hustle, seeing there was that much, not that much effort on you when you battle her, and then you like, all right, well, I'm about to retire. Same thing for Hitman. Don't just all of a sudden leave because things didn't go your way in the Cassidy battle. Win or lose, Cassidy is not the person that you retire with. There's so many other people that you should have battled. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? And then you pick Cassidy. That's supposed to be the easiest task, and nothing happened. I tried to pick a fight at the end, didn't work. You brought Nick Cannon out, didn't work. Nick Cannon is over there giving Cassidy dap and all that stuff. That made you look crazy. Didn't work. But bar wise and delivery wise, you can't say that Cassidy's bars or delivery was better than Hitman's. Because I'm not gonna watch a Cassidy battle over and over like I would a Hitman. Hitman gives me that energy. Cassidy don't. Now don't get it twisted. Cassidy was direct this time. He was rapping a little faster, had some more material to talk about. It was pretty cool. I wasn't even mad at it. I was even out my seat on the first one. On the first round, I was like, oh shoot, he didn't figure it out. He didn't figure it out. And like I said, I've never been a big fan of Hitman anyway. People always put him on Mount Rushmore and all that. I never had him on my Mount Rushmore, not even close. Not even close. Because when I look at battle rap, I don't look at it as performance every time. I look at it from a bar standpoint. And Hitman was never that to me. He had a couple bars in this battle. He had a couple bars in the Bill Collector. He had a couple. It's not like he don't got no bars. It's just he's known to entertain. So since he's known to entertain and he's known the performance, I don't really look at the bars per se with him. So, but the world has him losing 2-1. Dang near every poll has him losing 2-1. So, I don't know. That battle was terrible to me. Very terrible. So, it's hard to call. Well, no, it's not really hard to call. It's actually easy to call. I had, uh, I had, uh, I had Hitman winning the battle due to the delivery. But when it came to the Hitman won the battle per se, but Hitman lost. Because he said he was going to get Cassidy out here and never get booked again. You lost that. So you lost that and the war. So at the same time, it seems like Hitman lost 2-1 to Cassidy. Because he won the battle, but he did not win when it comes to, when I'm done with Cassidy, I'm going to make sure Cassidy never gets booked again, is what he said. Cassidy is going to get booked again. So you lost that. And then you lost the overall battle. Clear. The whole Cassidy versus Hitman. You was in your feelings. You lost that. You lost that in the face off. All of that. You lost that. But when it came to delivery and bars, you probably won from that angle. So I'll say Cassidy 2-1. But the battle itself, when you're watching it, I got Hitman winning that. But Cassidy was talking to you, boy. People really tripping. People really going out their way saying like, "Oh, Cassidy was talking about how Hitman was when he was 16, he signed my autograph." I'm like, bro, to me, that's not a dope angle. That's not a dope angle. Like, oh, you dogging me when I'm the person you look up to. I'm like, yeah, because I'm doing something totally different, and I'm looking on TV and I see an industry rapper doing his thing. I definitely want to be like him. I definitely look up to him or whatever because he's in the game, and that's the game I'm trying to be in. But to use that angle in the battle, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why am I going, oh, yeah, but you used to look up to me. Yeah, so what does that mean? Unless you said, I never looked up to you ever in my life. It's a different situation. But if I said that I looked up to you, then that's not an angle. Like, to me, that was whack. To me, that was whack. Oh, I was 16. I was signing your basketball. This, and this. I'm like, bro. So what? Like, I don't understand that. I don't get that. I don't get that to being as old. That's a dope angle. Like, how is that a dope angle? Because you're clearly older than Hitman. So if you're clearly older than Hitman and you do what Hitman do and you used to do it back in the day, of course Hitman's going to look up to you as one of them ones. They do it. I mean, who in battle rap can say that they wasn't watching? Who in battle rap can say that they wasn't watching Cassidy? Almost every battle rapper probably seen a Cassidy versus Freeway, so they can't say that they didn't know what Cassidy was doing. Period. But they're not gonna be able. He's not gonna be able to use that as no angle against no other battle rapper. Like, what are you talking about? That'll never slide. What's going on, man? I'm alright. Yeah. Have a good night. You too. But there's no way that he could just come in there and be like, "Oh, you used to look up to me." I'm like, bro, so what? What does that mean? Unless I say it in the face off, I never looked up to you. I never this, and this, whatever, whatever. But anybody that I know is gonna give you credit. Like, yeah, Cassidy was that guy back in the day. But for you saying that you that guy now, I'm like, no, the game's changed. The game shifted. But the game hasn't shifted. If you want to say that the game has shifted, then let's say that Hitman did not adapt to the new game. Because Hitman was still doing old Hitman stuff, 4-bar setups and all that stuff, and it did not rock. It didn't rock. Hitman would have got killed if he was standing in front of somebody like Geechee, Jerry West, Jada Nightwing, Kid Chaos, Lou Castro, somebody that's out there fishing for blood. He would have got killed. Swamp, they would have did Hitman bad. Like, so if you lost to Cassidy, like if you Rum Nitty, if you put man, if you put Cassidy in front of Rum Nitty, it's over. You put Cassidy in front of John, it's over. You put him in front of Jerry West, it's over. Jada Nightwing is over. Glue Easy, it's over. Like, cause they smell blood in the water, they will get you out of here. Get you Gotti out of here. So they know who to book, who not to book. That man would not survive, man. He would not survive. They keep feeding him these cats that ain't got no bodies. Good ain't got no bodies. I don't think Arsenal got no bodies either. And I don't think Hitman got no bodies. They got wins, but they ain't got no bodies. And they're going to keep feeding him people like that. Because they know good and well they should have put Rum Nitty on there. Rum Nitty got bodies, though. I guess Rum Nitty would get him all the way out of here. And they don't want Cass to be all the way out here because they need him. They need him in the game. So that's why they won't line him up. I'm not stupid. So that's the Max Out card recap. The double impact was definitely dope. But we'll talk about that on another blog. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? My Money Bags video with Jerry West is officially done. I'll leak out the date soon enough. And it will be premiering on a special person's page as well. So y'all make sure y'all stay in tune with that. We still out here cooking, man.